Alrighty, boys, we have the 3.10 OD patch notes, which is basically the first improvement stuff. While we continue to improve Path of Exile Delirium, another patch of fixes have been completed and are currently being tested for deployment. We're keen to deploy the 3.10 ODE patch as soon as possible. In the meantime, check out its patch notes. Please note that the patch note listed below may be changed prior to the release of this update. Usually, this is kind of interesting because there's been a lot of times when there has been an absolute crazy broken bug, but they didn't obviously want to tell people about it so it wouldn't get abused before it gets fixed. And then it was mentioned in the actual notes. So it's gonna be interesting to see compare these notes to the actual patch notes when we get them. Improvements. Delirium modifiers are now applied on per pack basis. This means that given a pack of monsters will only have a single Delirium modifier rather than potentially having a variety of different modifiers, which means no boom, either all boom boom or no boom boom. Reduce the difficulty of Delirium monsters at each miss depth. I believe this is referring to the damage, increased damage or something. I don't know. Increase the drop rate of simulacrum splinters. Honestly, they should, in my opinion, they should have just made, instead of the stack being 300, they should have just kept it at 100 like it was. And then reduce the drop rates a bit, I guess. Significantly reduce the chance of Delirium modifiers appearing on monsters. Interesting. Disgust's mortars no longer deal damage on impact. Is this the guy that shoots the stuff out of its damage? I'm not sure. Reduce the damage of the stationary volatiles created by Disgust Mortal. Reduce the damage of stationary volatiles. I don't know most of the names of the mobs and shit like that because I don't actually pay attention to the names. I just know which are the guys, creepy ones. Reduce the damage that rage monsters deal by 20%. Okay. Basically nerfing stuff. Reduce the damage of the projectile skill that spite monsters use by 50%. Additionally, this projectile skill is no longer nerfed, but oh ho ho ho. Okay, so this is the thing that, you know, throws shit out of their stomach. The fact that it doesn't get affected by extra projectile modifiers is insane, but you're still gonna die to them, and you still don't want to roll extra projectiles because other stuff that exists in the game. Increase the range at which Delirium objects that spawn monsters are triggered. That is very nice. I like this a lot. Increase the number of monster packs that spawn when you are far in the Delirium. Ooh, also very nice. Improve the visibility of Chevron's books when under the effects of Delirium. I can imagine how bad this has been, but yeah, I haven't fought this, so I don't know. Fix a bug where Delirium objects which spawn monsters weren't spawning in maps affected by the orbs. Oh shit, that's a big buff to the people actually using the orbs. I haven't been using orbs yet. Kind of wanna save them up for using some other maps later on. Fixed a bug where capturing bestiary beasts didn't give credit towards reward kill counters for Delirium encounters. That's good. Yeah, orbs already feel good. This is gonna make them feel so good. Fix a bug where corrupting a unique jewel into a different unique jewel didn't give credit towards. Oh, we had a corrupt. I haven't looked at the challenges yet, dude. General improvements. Skills which target monsters when bound to left mouse button now have a 350 ms grace period after being used, where they can target a monster if you did not target a monster initially. Skills which target monsters when bound to the left mouse button now have a 350 millisecond grace period after being used, where they can target the monster if you did not target a monster initially. Additionally, after killing a target while holding down the left mouse button, there is now 750 millisecond grace period where you can target a new monster and begin attacking without having to let go of your left mouse button. I might be a Pepeka, but I don't. I guess I never use skills like this on my left mouse button, I don't really know how this actually affects that. But I assume this is a good thing. I can't. Fix a bug where dual wielding non-thrusting one-handed swords didn't count as dual wielding. It's an interesting bug. And that's gonna give a lot of damage to people not using the rapiers. Fix a bug causing wall-side areas to drop fewer maps than intended. Oh, more map drops, okay. Fix the bug introduced in 3.10 where the increased attack damage while you have 45 stat found on the unstable hero and Rampart passive wasn't working. Oh shit. Oh, that's nice. That's a lot of extra damage for people, you know, having those. Fix the bug introduced in 3.10 causing the harness the void as soon as the passive is working. Wait, really? These are some obscure bugs, my boys. Interesting. Fix a client crash that could occur when using Stormbind supported by Spell Totem. While the developers continue to make progress on the improvements outlined in the manifest of earlier this week, we're looking through this work to see what updates we can provide. We hope to be able to soon. So basically, TLDR, Delirium monsters deal less damage. And yeah, I guess that's really TLDR. Hopefully, I'm curious to see what other stuff gets mentioned here in the actual patch notes. I think tomorrow. I think it's gonna be right. I mean, as soon as possible, so it might even be today. Yeah, either way. Yeah. Improvements are good. Most of these to me sound just fine. There's a few that I don't really understand too much. Hope they'll get it. Hope they get it right before the 1 month mark, like in synthesis.